All the disrespect before you play back, button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful morning of buttons that absolutely must be checked. Chapters down below. We got two hot ones for you today, and we got a beautiful sponsor. And I'm not gonna lie, my wife is frustrated. She's a little annoyed with me right now because she saw what I was filming and she was like, "Why would you show them that? They don't need to know all the personal stuff behind the scene." I was like, "Hey, they're gonna appreciate it because I believe it's real. I love to keep it transparent on this channel." So that's basically in the ad. I hope you can rock with it because this item actually did change our household forever. So link down below, it's on sale. Then let's get buttons. Let's go. Butt Check fam, check this out. A lot of you watching this channel are around my age. And if you're around my age, you need one thing more than anything. That is sleep. You need your rest. And now I have something that I've never even seen before. This is the Japanese joinery bed from Flexi Spot. And honestly, for me and my wife, this was perfect timing. You don't believe me? Check this out. All right, y'all, so this is my bed. I've shown it on other videos before, but pretty basic. I've had it for about 7 years. If you lift up the blanket, look, it's already falling apart. It's just the bare bones. If you go to the other side, it's the same thing. It collapses every other night. I gotta like lift it up. Look how unstable that is. Like I always say, we keeping it real. That didn't look pretty, but it's about to look so much prettier with this joinery bed. So if y'all don't know, Japanese joinery is like a traditional woodworking method where the interlocking joints actually hold together through precision, compression, and tension. The most beautiful part is, that's it. You don't need like no extra screws or anything. Everything just slides into place. It's the most beautiful thing in the world because I hate putting stuff together. And honestly, it doesn't stop just with this bed, but they have a bunch of options on the website. You talk about different colors, different sizes, rubber wood, hardwood with high hardness, protecting it from mold and scratches. But like I said, it's site-wide. They got headboards, they got nightstands, they got electronic adjustable backrests, and a mattress for a fully personal setup. As you can see, the before and after, I promise it feels like we have a new mattress. Look, the last one, I did not sink like that. The other one was so unreliable. I mean, we moved a lot, so we needed something new. We moved, I would say not recently, but in the last several years, we moved 3 times, so that one was done. And we didn't know how bad it was. I didn't know how bad it was until I actually just took it apart and compared it to this one. That thing was like, it was done a long time ago. This one, the frame alone just makes everything feel completely different. And we're getting a headboard in the mail, so we'll add that in a second. But for now, the Japanese joinery bed, y'all, this is it. So there it is, Butt Check fam. Definitely check out the link down below to get the savings for the Japanese joinery bed by Flexi Spot. I did not know this exists, and now I'm thankful for it. It is convenient, it is comfortable, it is quality. So check it out. Hope you guys enjoy it. Now let's get back to checking some buttons. Let's go. All right, first up for that, SNK is taking over the world. Not really, but you be the judge. Buttons that need to be checked. So we announced the other day that they're now in the Teams game. They got their own like Street Fighter League. It's not as drawn out as Street Fighter League, but they're gonna do it for the, you know how they have EWC? Now they have ENC, which is like Esports Nations Cup or National Cup. So they're gonna have representative teams from countries around the world go over and participate, almost like an Olympic style representing your country, but it's a team format in Fatal Fury. That's the whole thing. I believe it's happening this year. Now they actually have a 2v2. So they went from teams, now they're having a 2v2 tournament happening everywhere. I'll put it on the screen right now, announcing Fatal Fury City of the Wolves Regional League 2v2. And they just dropped this, announcing Fatal Fury. You see right here, everybody's playing for a total of $420,000. I guess these are some of the regions. You'll see teams compete. Championship, Glory, 4 global divisions, North America, South America, EU, MENA, and Asia. Damn, MENA's his own country. MENA's so big, he's his own country now? That the man's, is that how famous he is? They done named a country after MENA RD. Damn, that's popular for your ass. All right, I'm not that stupid. All right, so MENA stands for Mediterranean, Eastern, Nevada, Arkansas, some shit like that. Okay, maybe I am that stupid.
Listen, come here. Shut your stupid ass.
Okay, and if I can stop playing around real quick, it doesn't mean that. It means Middle Eastern and North Africa. So to the uneducated, that's what it means. I know this because because I have Google right here. You see what in the GED does MENA countries mean right here. Middle Eastern and North Africa. There you go. That's simple. That's simple. And real quick before we get out of here, getting to the money, you see the qualifiers starting off at 11,000 in each region, going down to the playoffs. Then you're stepping up to 22,000 in each region. Then for the World Finals, 220,000 bones. And that's going to be held during DreamHack Stockholm. I believe the last one. That's during the SWC too. So I think the last SWC was held at DreamHack in Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken. And then wrapping it up, it talks about the format real quick, about the Wasita format right here. Each team consists of 2 players, with the first player from each team facing off in a set of 1 or in set 1, and the second player is competing in set 2. If one team wins both of these initial sets, the match concludes. It is over immediately in their favor. However, if the score is tied 1-1, a third and deciding set is played between the winning player of set 1 and the winning player of set 2. The victor of the final set claims the overall match for their team. Then from there, you got a little traction in the FGC. You see Diaphone right here saying 2v2 USA/Canada only regional with good money on the line. Any sweats want to carry me? And then I even see Yipes. Yipes responding to this saying, need a teammate. Hey, yo. And then he's tagging in Automatic. What's up? So there you have it. Looks like there's a little traction. People is excited. SNK, Fatal Fury doing the damn thing. They ain't going nowhere. It looks like they're cooking lately with all this new information and updates to the game, but then other people, we saw that debate online, didn't we? It was Chris G and a lot of other people talking about, yeah, they're doing updates, but a lot of it seems lackluster because a lot of their characters or even the whole game seems like it just plays the same. A lot of people firing shots back and forth, but either way, it's obvious they not doing nothing but building up. How y'all feeling? Let me know. And all right, next up for them, dear Capcom, Street Fighter 6 Sucks. Sincerely, some of the biggest damn names that play the game, buttons that need to be checked. So this is surprising, but at the same time, it's not really surprising because we heard this, but it doesn't cease to amaze me because we are still hearing it. What are we in right now? It's like year 3, season 4 of Street Fighter 6, and I know it first came out and it was kind of building up, but over the last 2, I was gonna say 3, but the game's only been out for 3 years. It seems like it's been out longer, hasn't it? Either way, over the last couple of years, the pros have been very, very opinionated, saying it needs to be changed, it needs to be shaking up. Some going as far as saying it sucks, or it's the scrubbiest version of the game yet. We're talking some big names too. We're talking Daigo, we're talking Meta, we're talking Punk, Big Bird, the list goes on. Well, it resurfaced again because somebody was posting clips. I guess Punk recently was on the stream expressing concerns and frustrations about the game. Then you had Big Bird retweeting stuff, and we'll cover it all. So either way, it starts right here.
It was just dry rushing and throw loops, bro, at the end. This game sucks, bro. It literally encourages bad play, man. It's not even the player's fault, bro. That's the bad thing. Until they fix how this game works, it's always gonna be like this, bro. It's just a bad game, dude. Fucking throw loops and drive rush together just makes the game so ass, bro. They gotta take one of them out.
That's open. I thought tonight was really, really fun, man.
Gotta take one of them out, bro.
Great Street Fighter tonight.
Yeah, 10 years of this is scary, bro. There's no way this is a 10-year game, bro. If I gotta deal with throw loops for 10 years, bro, like, come on, dude. Like, let me feel like I got interactions to be made, bro. Fuck.
Everybody's always in the lab. I like that.
I hate this game, bro.
But, you know, I first noticed it because Big Bird was quote retweeting it. He actually right here talking about, I love Street Fighter 6 as a product, but I think the game has very high potential in terms of competitive play. But why is Drive Rush still in the game? And why is Throw Loop still in the game? In my opinion, this thing should have been changed a while ago. Beneath that has 736 likes, by the way. Beneath that, somebody responds saying, you guys as a collective still play Street Fighter 6, show up to the World Warriors, the Cap Cups, and still host events for the game, still stream the game. Why would they need to change anything? But MUZ responds to that saying because they like Street Fighter. They don't like these specific aspects of Street Fighter 6. You do not throw the baby out with the bathwater. Sometimes targeted criticism is a more productive message than just abandoning the thing you love entirely, which is a more ambiguous message. He responds saying, I agree with you. It's just that it's been like 4 years and it doesn't seem like Capcom is going to change it. Of course, I don't know the changes the incoming balance patch. Then it goes deeper right here because you go to the quote retweets. Punk I highly consider top 3 in the world. I'm sorry he feels that way. I won't say bad game, but I closely share his sentiment about interactions. I wish players all the best in Street Fighter 6, and that has 113 likes. Then we got Footwork right here saying literally Street Fighter 6 premium players are not fucking with the game. The product is amazing casually. I keep telling y'all it isn't a game for the competitive side. Only newer, more unexperienced Street Fighter players enjoy it. It's boring, no complexity, no uniqueness, etc. It's a reason I dropped Street Fighter 6. Continuing on saying, I said the exact same thing a few days ago and had the whole Street Fighter 6 shitter defense force come at me for it. Continuing on, Street Fighter 6 hasn't changed due to success, question mark, popularity, question mark, accessibility, question mark. Capcom be telling us they hear player feedback. The team is working hard. Hard at what? Top players have provided the same feedback for years. Where's the communication/feedback path between players and the devs? Then I even see Phenom jump in on this, talking about too many low risk/high reward ways to bulldoze your way in and force the opponent to guess. Raw DR button into DR, fireball, DR, level 2 installs, DR into special, DR overhead, throw loop, insane overall damage, blocking being ass because of the drive system. This game is demonic. And all this just reminded me of what Mena said and Daigo already said. And this was like, I mean, they've been saying this, but I think Brian F. covered this about 2 years ago. I'll put the link down for the full video, but check out this clip.
Sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Let me explain. Recently, Mena RD, the only 2-time Capcom Cup champion, has recently come under some hot water for some comments he made regarding Street Fighter 6 on Twitter. Mena RD, like I mentioned, the only 2-time Capcom Cup champion ever in the history of Street Fighter, is also the winner of CEO 2023, the largest open bracket Street Fighter 6 major to date, over 1,000 competitors entering that tournament. Mena RD came out on top. He recently came under some scrutiny and some hot water for his comments on Twitter saying, I'm having the same experience Street Fighter 4 players had in Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 6 is the scrubbiest Street Fighter I've played. Hope it keeps getting better like 5 year by year. Now, he later goes on to refer to mostly Drive Rush as the mechanic that's causing him a lot of grief, stating that it's hard to intercept and predict the Drive Rush incoming and hard to defend against it. And this caused a lot of controversy, basically a whole crowd of people telling the Capcom Cup champion, the 2-time Capcom Cup champion, and the current reigning CEO 2023 champion to get good. Stating that his complaints have no merit and that he's just whining and that, nothing could possibly be wrong with Street Fighter 6. They think that'll help new players get into Street Fighter 6. Tale as old as time. Didn't we hear this with Street Fighter 5? Anyone can be the next Daigo. This has been a continuous design philosophy for fighting games, is to simplify them. Now, I don't think Street Fighter 6 is an overly simple game by any means, but I do agree to an extent that certain mechanics are extremely strong offensively with little counterplay.
Once again, this is from 2 years ago. The game has only been out, a little over 3 years ago? This is from 2 years ago, and to this date, we still have some of the biggest names singing the same song. People are making the argument saying, it's not gonna change. Why don't you guys, why are you still playing it? Other people taking to the extent of just boycott or stop playing it. I always think that's the dumbest argument, because I'm like, it's like working a job. If you're working at a job that you actually like, you gotta understand, this is like, they're getting money from playing. These top players, a lot of the comments you just saw, they're making their livelihood, and a lot of them are making really good money doing it. It is their dream job. So imagine working your dream job as opposed to working a regular job. In any case, you're gonna be like, okay, this is my thing. And if all of a sudden you get a new manager, or they send you to a different location and you're gonna be like, yo, or even new software, you're like, this sucks. Can we just go back to what we had? At least what we had was better than this. This is horrible. Because now you're in a dilemma, because you're making your money and you're where you wanna be, But now the atmosphere has changed. You're like, yo, this is making us work harder. This is miserable. And now, like, what if you worked off of commission and you're like, this is making my commission work be even worse? And that's kind of what these damn pro players are going through, because they're almost like contract players. They don't get a weekly check. You eat what you kill. Now, some of them obviously are sponsored, so they'll get a steady check, but you know what I'm talking about. For the most part, like the really big money, you gotta win. So that's why I take it from that point of view. I'm like, it's easier just, why don't you just stop that if you're so miserable? No, they are happy. They are where they want to be. They're just bitching, for lack of a better term, because they're like, fuck, I know it could be better. Can we just go back, or can we tweak this or that? But yet Capcom is in a place that they've never been before. Well, I won't say they've never been, but it seems like there's more eyeballs on it than ever before, because Street Fighter is bigger than it's ever been. So they're in this dilemma, like, we want to just push it to the casuals, but at the same time, esports is bigger than ever. And at the same time, esports, or the pros that are considered esports, are complaining. I would say more than ever, but you know, it's the FGC. It's always been a thing. But the voices are louder than ever because the money is bigger than ever. Capcom is in a hard place. They're like, we're damned if we do, we're damned if we don't. People were talking about a 10-year game. Then other reports came out saying, no, pump your brakes. We didn't really say it was going to be a 10-year game. We hope it's 10 years, but we didn't necessarily say that. Either way, long story longer. Dear Capcom, the game sucks. Sincerely, some of the biggest damn names that play the game. Does that even matter? How long will they do it? How long will it last? Will they shake it up? How y'all feeling? Let me know. That it is one more time, Buttcheck family. Appreciate the massive love. Big up to FlexiSpot for sponsoring the video. The link is down below. They have so many products, so many different beds. They have gaming chairs. They have it. I've worked with them in the past as well, so they have a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed, man, because honestly, it really did change my whole bedroom. So I hope to work with them again in the future. Either way, it's only because of y'all. Thank you so much for making that possible. And as always, I don't know what it is, but I know somehow, some way, it's about to get better. Love y'all forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
He's right where I want him.